Hey, what's up, world? It's me, your girl, Angela. Welcome to the BTrue2U talk show. You know how we do it. Go ahead and invite your mama, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, and your brother. Oh, yeah, and don't forget your daddy because he might want to see this episode today. Y'all, I appreciate you guys. We took off a month and a half just to relax. We are back and we're back up and running. I have a special guest. Yes, all my guests are special guests, but this one right here, this relationship, I love a relationship that's cultivated by God. And I do believe that God brought her in my life. God allowed us to connect. And before we go any further, let me introduce you to her. Please put your hands together and welcome my guest, Pastor Sam. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, Pastor Sam.
Hey,
How the heck are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. I want to say thank you for saying yes to be a part of the platform. We've been trying to get you here, but you know, God has His own time, and today was the time. And I know you pushed to get here too, sis,
Today is the day.
because you worked hard this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Too
you
hard.
yes, you did. Do me a favor, look into the camera, introduce yourself to the people, tell them a little bit about who you are.
Okay. Hey. I am Samara Stewart, better known as Pastor Sam. I am a pastor. I am a mother. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. And I'm a business owner. And I'm an all around girl.
That you are now, because y'all, she didn't tell you that she's a baker. She's a chef. She's an event coordinator. She's a decorator, honey. She could do balloon art. She do everything. Okay, and when she say she all around, yeah, she all around for real. And remember that time I showed y'all about it was what's your thing, sweets, what's it
Sweet
called?
shorties.
Sweet Shorty. Y'all, this Sweet Shorties. This is Sweet Shorty with the cupcakes that I be trying to take all her cupcakes home. Not only that, I'm always trying to take your
That
lemonade,
lemonade and
and
sweet
your
tea.
sweet tea.
She always have her container. If not, she's gonna find one.
Period.
Period.
I will have my husband go to somebody go to the store and buy me a container or the tea, sis. I got a little bit in my cup
You
right
got a
now
little
today.
bit.
Barely.
I have some in my cup too.
Yeah, I love your sweet tea. I love your lemonade, and your cupcakes are so moist. So, have you always been a baker?
I started baking when I was probably like 8 or 9. I
Okay.
did my first cake. And let me tell you how that story started. Me and my neighbors were playing in the backyard. We got hungry at that time, and so I went in the house. I only had some flour. My mom had some flour, some sugar. Um, but we had. I'm like, what we gonna do? So my other neighbor had an egg. So we got eggs, and I said, give me those pack of M&Ms. I made my first cake. It called an M&M cake.
Did you watch somebody bake when you was growing up or something? It just
My mom to this day tells me she don't know where I got bacon from because my mama never baked a cake. I never seen my mom bake a cake, and she really barely cooked when she had 7 kids, so she had to cook something. We had one pot meals. You had beans and whatever the meat was in the pot.
everything.
That's what you ate.
All in one pot.
And some rice.
So how did the M&M cake turn out?
It came out good. I'm still baking to this
You
day.
still make it? I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try that.
I was my first cake, M&M cake, and that's in my bio when I started my business. That's how I started baking, and I've been baking ever since.
So you've been baking since you was 8. So when did you start cooking? Because you now cater events,
Right.
and you have your own food truck.
Right. Professionally, I started cooking for other people probably about 6 years ago, but I had to cook real early, being that I had a family and a husband at that time. So
Okay. So your mom had 7 kids.
7.
Which one are you?
I'm last.
You the
I'm
baby.
the baby.
I knew it was something.
I'm the baby, but
Okay.
I'm in charge.
Me too. Well, at least I think I am. I try to be, but you know,
That's what they say.
I'm better now. I'm not as a bossy or aggressive in my. I'm not gonna say my older age. I'm gonna say more into Christ that I'm mindful. They used to say I used to run the people from the house when they come.
Oh,
One
Lord.
thing I had a pet peeve for the people parking in the driveway. You
Mhm.
don't live here. Get out the driveway. That
Don't-
bothered you?
Don't park in my spot.
Period.
Period. If I'm going, you park on the side of the road or on that other side of the drive. We have a wide driveway, so
Uh-huh.
you park on the other side. Because if you in my parking space, when I drive up, I'm gonna blow that horn until you come out the door, and then I'm gonna tell you, don't ever park in my parking spot
I
again.
used to be like
Don't park.
that. I'm
Park on the
telling
side
you,
of the
park on
road
the side of the
or the
road because you
grass.
know the house
I'm
car is
coming.
coming back.
It's
You
coming.
coming back.
It's coming. It's a
Yeah.
guarantee.
Okay, baby. Okay, baby. And
Yes.
you have how many children do you have?
I have 4 children,
Mhm.
and I have 6 grandkids.
Okay, all girls.
I have 3 girls and 1 boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have well with marriage I have two and two, two boys, two girls, but
Mhm.
I birthed 2 boys and a girl.
Mhm.
And then I have a goddaughter that's really like one of my own, so
Yes.
yeah,
I
it's
have
like
one of
that.
those too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can't get rid of
You don't want to though.
her.
You
Nah,
don't want
she
to.
keep finding her way back.
And so you bake, you cook, but you also do ministry.
Yes.
And so, what is your love? You know, when you have so many gifts, what is your real like? Really, what is your love?
My love, singing, my
Girl,
worship.
I forgot you sing too. Dang, you got in the line a lot for gifts. Okay.
Well, that came through my family line. My whole family sings except the boys. All the
Mhm.
girls. My mom had 7 kids, so all the girls sung. I did my first record with my mom's group. It was 45s back then.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think I was probably 12.
Mhm.
So, and we went in the studio. So I've been singing all my life. I used to get paid back then.
Okay.
I used to go to, because my mom, I tell this story, my mama drug us.
Uh huh.
We drug. We went from hall to hall.
Mhm.
It was church all day Saturday,
Mhm.
well Friday, Saturday, and all day Sunday.
Mhm.
We went all over singing and everything. So straight church girl.
Okay, so you really was brought up in church and
Mhm.
you stayed. Did you ever sway from church? Not
No,
saying you was perfect, but have you ever swayed from
not
church?
perfect, but I never left ministry. I
Mm.
never left church.
Mhm.
Always till this day. Till
Yeah.
this day,
And
never
now you
left.
have your own church.
Have my own ministry, which is a job. It's a job.
How
So,
tell us about that? Did you know that you was always gonna have your own ministry? You know, because I have a god brother who literally, I think he been preaching since he was like 6. He will move his dresser in front of the window and preach to the kids on the outside. Did you always want to be a minister?
no, I thought I was going to be a praise and worship leader all over. Just go worship, sing all
Mhm.
over the world. That's what I
Mhm.
thought.
Mhm.
But and when ministry came to me, I denied it and I ran from it. For
Mhm.
years, I ran from it because I was prophesied to multiple times
Mhm.
as a teenager. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. But when it hit me, it in the midst of my singing, I would find myself preaching,
Mhm.
like either before or after or in the middle of a song. Like, and I ran till I couldn't run no more until like it was like God, like, okay, tragedy is going to come to your house.
Mm.
You either say yes or you die. So I said yes. So that's how I got it. He had to really tie me down to get me to say I want to be a preacher because I didn't want to be a preacher because I seen being in church all my life. I seen the back part of it.
Mhm.
I see my mom was a pastor, and I see how people treated her and the struggle of it of ministry. So I'm like, I don't want to go through all that,
Mhm.
but I had to either I die or I do God's work. So that's pushed me there.
So when you say warning come before destruction, that was real
That was
warning.
real.
So you can't tell even things like that let you know that there is a God. Can I ask, did you experience tragedy, or did He soften the blow, or did He allow it to just bypass you altogether?
I don't no, I don't think I experienced it because I said yes.
Mhm.
But before I said yes, a lot of things was going wrong.
Okay.
So and it started with the family,
Mm.
in the house. That's what it. But it starts in the house first.
Mhm.
Yeah, it started in my personal home. Like I think it was through my son, cause my son gave me the hardest, like talking about trying your faith.
Mhm.
Yes, and I think it started with him. So I gave him that yes, and I won't take it back.
How old is your son?
He's 38 right now.
He's better now.
He's better. He's getting better every day.
Good. Good.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does start in the home, and they say charity started at home, which is love started at home,
mhm,
and it's kind of uh, shape us, right?
mhm,
Our world view, our family view, it shape us into being who we are, good, bad, and indifferent.
right.
And so in that, you been married, right?
Yes,
You was married to your son's
my
father.
children's father.
So do you
Mhm.
feel like some of those things that you had to endure with your son were generational? Has it been broken? Was it habit? Tell me.
It came from when we divorced.
Okay.
That's when he felt like his life was like over. The girls took it, way way better than him. But even to this day, they say, they're good with it. But my son still has a little hurt. He felt
Mm,
like we failed him,
mm,
like his family is broken up. So yeah, that's when it started. Cause I had no issues with him
prior.
prior to that. But when we divorced, it's like school behavior. His whole world just shattered. He even started hanging around some of his relatives that didn't have the structure that he had at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm very strict at home. There's certain things you can't do, you can't say, you can't go. I didn't let my children go spend the night at different people's
Mm-hmm.
homes. We had like a little circle that you
Mm-hmm.
can go to this person's house, this
Mm-hmm.
person's house. So once he got a taste of Broward County, because
Oh,
I was
bro.
in
Oh,
Palm Beach.
don't do that. Don't do us. Don't do
Once
Brown
he got
County
a taste
like.
of Broward County and hang around, his cousins, he ended up finding himself in trouble.
Okay.
Uh, and because I told him like, if you can't go to school or get a job, you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't raising you know, no little boys. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
a man.
Mm-hmm.
So once that happened, he just went out there. He was like a prodigal son there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
So,
he don't found his way, back to the light.
that's
So he's
good.
doing better now.
That's good. Come to the light, Caroline. Come
Yes,
to the light.
come
Okay,
to
the
the
light is
light.
it. When we go through things with our kids, I don't know. I'm not gonna assume. I remember my oldest son. My first child was a boy,
Hmm.
and I remember when he maybe turned like 15. He too wanted the world. He didn't see the world. He didn't. He wasn't raised that way, but he gravitated to that
Hmm.
hood life, that thug life, that want to be like never in the game but gangster life thing.
Right.
And although he didn't see that, he wanted that. So I used to feel so guilty. I used to feel like I was such a horrible mom. Like, what did I do wrong? And it wasn't until God told me that it was nothing that you did, and He reminded me of some of the decisions I made when I was growing up.
Hmm.
He was like, "Did you get that from your mama? Did you get that from your daddy?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Exactly. Those are choices. Did you ever
Hmm.
go through those feeling guilty moments?"
I felt so guilty with him. I like, oh, what did I do wrong? Am I too hard on him? Because
Mm-hmm.
he said, you was hard on me. He always bring it up. You was hard on me. The girls get away with all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'm harder on you because you're a man. You're gonna grow up to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
That means you got leadership. You're gonna have more responsibilities if you have a household. So I would definitely look harder on him than the girls
Mm-hmm.
because I knew he's gonna grow up to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to grow up to be soft. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you got to put your big boots on and walk in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely was a more structure on him than the girls, but I did feel guilty. Even last year, I felt really like I'm like, well, dog, did I treat him a certain way or did I do him a certain way? They're like, no, it was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you told and because I'm very stern and straightforward. Like some of my kids say, Mom, you have to watch what you say sometimes. I'm like, no, they need to hear it. Some
Mm-hmm.
people need to hear it. You got to know who need to hear it and who don't need to hear it. But I felt kind of some way, like, did I do something wrong? Did I say it the wrong way? Could I say it another way or better way? But
I'm
like
sure. I'm sure in some of those moments you could have
I could
because
have.
because we're not perfect. I remember literally. I think like my oldest son. I've apologized to him,
Hmm.
right? Because he was my first one. I was really, really. I was I was 21 when I had him, but raising him in the way I was brought up and
Hmm.
trying to raise him the way I was brought up, and it was just certain things because what I found out, even though I have three kids and
Hmm.
well 4 or 5, however you wanted me to have 6, they have different personalities,
Right.
right? And so we can't parent all of them the same way. So
Hmm.
have you ever felt that maybe you should say, you know what, son, I get it. I could have did better in this area, but at the same time, I don't apologize from loving you the way I do.
Right. And I did mention that, like, I might not have did it right way because I myself didn't see that in my
Hmm.
own household. You know, even my mom, my dad, they was like
Old school.
old school,
Hmm.
but in my mom how we was they was like really lenient actually. I
Really?
didn't, yeah. You would think that would be more structured. But like my mom, she's like she'll let you pretty much get away, especially when grandkids, they get away with so much.
Well, you can't bring the grandkids
Yeah,
in now.
but
You
we
know
even
we different with the grandkids.
well, she even let our older siblings, they got away. Stuff that I see that I wouldn't allow, that I see my parents allowed to go on, I wouldn't allow it. And
Okay.
that's probably why I was so structured. That's why I ended up leaving Broward County and I moved to Palm Beach because I didn't want my children to fall in some of those behaviors.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I moved. I had no family up there. It was just my church family. But yeah, I didn't want my kids to fall in some of those traps, be
Mhm.
influenced by some of those behaviors.
Mhm.
And then, because like I said, with my son, he got older, and he had to make a choice. You either gonna go get a job or go to school, or you're gonna have to move. And then when he moved, he moved. That's why I said Broward County. So
Mhm.
he got himself in trouble,
Okay.
hanging around the wrong people. So that's why I try to pull my kids in a different direction.
Mhm.
So, but he gravitated towards that way. So that's what you if you meet them, you'll see. Okay, this one because they hairstylists, to school teachers, all that good stuff. But he's definitely as he getting older, he's definitely now has his own little side business and he worked for a business, so he got his own house now. So
You
I
doing good.
he's doing so good. I told him like I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You doing you getting yourself together
Yeah.
so you can get
It
you.
it take them boys a little bit because my son, I think he's how old is Ken? I think he's gonna be 36 next month or 35. Anyway, 30 something.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get it together. He was born in '89, so I think he'll be 36 next month. But it took him a moment
Hmm.
to really find himself, and now him too. Uh, he worked. He was at one point he's working two jobs. Now he work a good job. He got his own um, car. He got a real good business as far as he have his do apparel as well. So
Hmm.
he's shifted. But it took
Right.
my son to leave Florida, Broward,
Hmm.
to get away from Broward, to change his mindset. And
Right.
so
Right.
sometimes you do have to get away from an area.
And we thought that with him too. We sent him to New York, and that didn't
You
work.
send him to New York.
New York.
No, not New York. You don't want it. That's where all the gangs at.
Yeah, but he had relatives, so he went
Okay.
there. He tried two different places, but it
Uh-huh.
didn't work. So he came
See,
back
my son
home.
came to Douglasville, Georgia.
Yeah, that probably would
Country
have worked.
boy.
You
Yeah.
take you a minute to get to a
Yeah,
store.
yeah, that part.
So yeah,
So, and then I think it really did help him, and
yeah.
so, and even with me leaving here, I think me leaving here happened. I left my husband. I left here first, and my son came back. Like, came to us maybe like a year or two when we was in Atlanta.
Hmm.
It was necessary, even in that move. Like, I'm back here now, and I'm like,
Right.
what's the purpose? Even in that move, if I had to move to get him to move,
Hmm.
I realized everything worked together
Work together.
for our good. And
Yes.
so now that he's on his way, and I only son, if you listen, if you see this, this wasn't even about
You're
you, but it
right.
was just somebody that needs to know that God can turn it around because we know that the enemy want these boys. He
Mhm.
want these males, and he will do anything to tarnish their future.
They carry the
And,
seed.
yeah, in that part. And so if you're out there and you're a mother who's struggling with your male child, do not give up on them. What
Hmm.
would you tell them? Don't give up and do what? Keep praying, right?
Keep praying for them. Keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. Because one day that prayer and that seed that you planted inside of them gonna eventually grow up. They're gonna remember my mama said this. Oh,
Mhm.
my mama said I can get through this. Oh, I remember my mama telling me all things gonna work for my good. So don't give up on your sons. They carry the seed, and if the devil get a hold to the seed and choke the seed out of our men, we don't have no future. So we got to make sure we keep our men on the prayer line on our hearts.
Yeah.
So don't give up.
Don't give up. So with that being said, here you are. You are a whole single pastor. Uh-huh.
Single pastor.
Single pastor, okay? And we still have some of them out there that feel like females shouldn't be pastoring. But I'm going to say this part. You're a single pastor that got a figure for the people, uh-huh? And you real cute, okay? So my thing is, how hard is that to be, because people say don't judge a book by a cover, but we
Mhm.
know that we do read that cover before we even try to open that book.
Mhm.
And so you're extremely attractive, right? You have a kindness about yourself, and so how hard is that for you to be in that lane as far as a leader? And how do people come towards you with that? Is it hard for them to separate you as being a woman and a leader of God?
I well, I don't. I guess. Let me make sure I get this right.
Look, I'm listening.
I don't know if they have a hard time, except well, just like we eat with our eyes.
Uh-huh.
People judge you by what you look like,
Mhm.
but then they don't know your characters. Because
Mhm.
a lot of people told me they thought I was untouchable,
Mhm.
especially men.
Mhm.
They're like, I thought you was bougie, or I couldn't talk to you or step to you. I said, that's what you get for thinking.
Mhm.
Come talk to have a conversation with me and sit down and talk. Then you understand who I am.
Mhm.
But you're looking at me from the outside and judging me. I'm not bougie. I can be.
Mhm.
I'm very friendly. I like to laugh. I like to play around. But a lot of people do judge me by what I look like
Mhm.
and how I walk and carry myself. It all depends on what room I'm going in. So I have to make sure I'm walking in the right posture when I go in that room. So I'm a bound and I can be a base.
Mhm.
So, and a lot of people do judge me for what I look like and how I carry myself.
Do you find it hard to make female friends in this ministry, and especially pastor
Yes.
wives? It look on my outside looking in, even for me. And
Hmm.
honey, I ain't got nothing on you, but I just think it's just hard, right? And so
It's
I want to
very
know,
hard.
can it be lonely?
It's lonely. It's
Mhm.
very hard. Uh, like me and you, we just gurgitated to each other.
Mhm.
I have a hard time, especially in ministry, like especially if they have a husband.
Mhm.
So it's like they get offended. I can't help the way my body is built.
Mhm.
My mom was built like this, and
Mhm.
my mom went through the same stuff that I'm
Mhm.
going through, with judgment. Like if I like the dress I have on today, it fits my curve, but it's stretched. It's loose.
It's loose.
It's loose,
It's
but
there.
it lays on my body. I can't help that,
Mhm.
and I feel so uncomfortable when I go in churches, because if the men are looking, like his word got back to me about a church I went to, got back to me like, the men was saying certain things about my shape, and I guess one of the wives heard it, and now if I go to that church, I wear a wide dress now.
You got to change your whole
I
appearance.
Because I don't want to offend nobody,
Mhm.
and I don't want to feel uncomfortable. So certain churches, I will wear a more wide dress where you can't see my figure. But I get judged a lot. If I wanted to wear something fitted, I can't help who looking. Get your mind on Jesus
Mhm.
and get it off of me.
Mhm.
But I don't think I should have to dumb it down my look because of you feeling uncomfortable or intimidated about your husband looking at another woman. Long as he ain't touching, you looking at the candy.
You don't
You
eat
ain't
all the candy you
right.
see.
You don't
Yeah.
see it. But I don't have any friends. Like my best friend passed recently. Um, so after she died, I'm pretty. I'm
Let me tell
home
you
alone
something.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm home or in ministry or work. That's it.
Yeah.
No girl time. At least I go on a women's retreat or something like that. And it's like I have a hard time with women,
Yeah.
married women at
Yeah.
that. So
That's so sad. You know
sad.
why? Because I wrote a post a couple months ago. I'm not gonna say that because it's not about me.
Mhm.
That mean girls grow up to be mean old
Me,
ladies.
old.
And so, if you are a woman that battle with so low self-esteem or confidence, you will be intimidated with someone like you because you're not confident in who you are. And
Mm-hmm.
then I just think that is so true. I was thinking, I was like, I wonder, do she have any friends? You
Mm-mm.
know, because I just wonder it sometimes.
No, no, I have no friends. If you call me and you're like, Pastor Sam, where you at? I'm home. What you doing? Nothing. Or I might be
Cooking,
cooking. Or Pastor Sam, where you going at?
church,
Church.
yeah.
So that's my life. Church, work, and home. Uh, and it's been like that for a long, long time.
Hold on, Pastor Sam. I had to say, hold on a minute, Pastor Sam, because I really had to take a deep breath because I just think in 2025, where we do so much of this sisterhood, we talk about how we're our sister keeper, that people are so into themselves or lack of contr- confidence that they see the sister isolated and don't try to do anything about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's so bad that when you walk in a church and you can feel
Mhm.
the room shift. I'm like, what's up? And
Mhm.
then someone won't speak. I go speak on purpose.
Mhm.
I'll go to them on purpose. When I see that, I go hug them and I'm like, hi, how you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. Which, because they'll sit right in church and won't speak. I said, where's Jesus at?
Mhm.
I don't have. I could be standing in the foyer of a church and they walk in, won't speak, walk right by you, speak to the person that you're talking to. I don't experience all of that, and it just made me. At first, I used to get offended. Now it just makes me more stronger. And if you don't speak, I'll speak, or I make you speak to me.
Yeah, you're not storing, and people say, try the spirit by the spirit or judge the book by and try the spirit by the spirit, but there is no way that you can walk in the room and not notice someone being rude to you, or notice, even if they're not being rude with words, they're being rude with their action, by they're shunning you, they're walking away from. I experience it all the time, honey, and it's churches that my sister and them are associate with on the regular,
Hmm.
and it can be someone. It is just the leaders, because I do believe that the members follow the leaders,
Hmm.
and when you can always tell when the leaders don't really care about you,
Hmm.
because the congregation don't either.
Right.
Yeah, I,
Right.
and if
Definitely experience that. But they still use your gift.
they will use your gift.
They will use your gift, prostitute your gift, but yet don't like you at the same
Hmm.
time.
And I get what you say. Where's the Jesus? Because if we are church Christians,
Hmm.
follower of Christ, we are so hypocritical when it come down to loving each other.
Right.
We may like we love. I'm not gonna say maybe, but we show love to the world more to try to get them in,
Hmm.
more than we show love to our sisters and brother. And we supposed to be fellowshipping with those. But how
Right.
can you fellowship when you don't feel welcome?
It's entertainment now.
Yet, but
It's entertainment.
but that's why souls are not being saved.
Right.
That's why lives are not being changed.
We don't see
Because
miracle signs and wonders.
yeah,
We see performance, but we
hmm,
don't see miracle signs and wonders.
yeah,
And I sometimes just sit in services and I'm like, ain't no God in that. It's like, okay, God. Sometimes God will give that deliverance and that miracle because He wants to, but not by your hands.
yeah.
It's because about His reputation.
And because of the name of His Son Jesus,
Right.
he gonna show up.
Yes.
But don't mean you gonna be. You might not, you still may hear, depart from me.
Right.
You might hear that. Now it ain't too many churches that I visit. No, I don't. My sister, I be like, no, no, I'm good, because I'm not a phony. I don't put up with any and anybody. But I'm gonna go to your church, okay? And I'm gonna go to Apostle Trudy Church. Yes, I am. I'm gonna go to Apostle Trudy Church, okay? Because when you go to Apostle Trudy Church, you walk in the door and the Holy Ghost be in you at
Yeah,
the door, okay? So I'm gonna go
they
to
on,
those.
they be ready.
They be ready, and so you find that, and it's so sad because you should be able to walk in any door and feel welcome.
Right.
But how do we change that? Do we continue to sweep it under the rug? Do we talk about it? Do we, when talking about it, do they feel like we're being messy? What? How do we handle it? How do we change that? How do we as women start embracing one another?
I I don't think it's going to
You don't think it's gonna change?
because it was even fights in the Bibles
It
with these
is.
women. So
Yeah, that's true too. But
women have that history of not gelling together, not often. You might find one or two that have that tight fit relationship, but it's been going on since our mama and grandma time.
yeah, it is so sad.
Bible
But
time. It's sad.
okay. Here's the thing. Then I think each and every one of us should work on ourselves.
Right.
And so they say each one reach one, each one teach one. I choose to be the example that I want to see. And so let's make those pacts. Let's start saying I'll be the example. We can't change everyone, but if we take control of those that's around, not control, we'll hold accountable those that are around us in ourselves. At least it'll get better in our area.
In
You
the
know what I mean?
circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, we having so many women empowerment services. We having so many conferences concerning around women, and you don't see too many men conference because they really don't have those clique issues like
Yeah.
women do. So that's why we have so many women gatherings together, try to get us together. And
I be trying to get us together too.
Right.
I be trying to get us
try
together.
to get us together.
Yeah.
But after the conference or after
What
the
do we do
empowerment
with it?
service, what we go our separate ways.
Mhm.
Do we reach out to one another or do we call that person?
Yeah,
No,
we got to do better.
Yeah, we got
We got to do better. And I don't care how old are you, how old I am, how old you are. It is still not too late to make a difference. It is still
Right.
not too late to change. It's still not too late to build a real community. It's still not too late to build true friendship. I'm like you. Like I do a lot of solo
Mhm.
dates with myself. Not usually. Years ago, I used to hang around people, just to hang around people.
Mhm.
But when I got older and when I started going through the stuff the last 2 3 years, I realized that one, that I'm a gift to whoever I become friends with.
Mhm.
My time is too valuable to be somewhere where I'm not wanted. And three, I don't have to force myself on anyone.
Right.
And so those are my go to now. So now with that, I don't have people that I go to lunch with. I don't have people that I go to the movies with. So I take myself. But you're right. The Bible says, "Show yourself friendly,"
Mhm.
and you can't have a friend if you're not willing to be friendly. And so
That's true.
let's work on that.
Let's work on that.
Yeah.
And we have to start with these young ladies,
Mhm.
because if we don't shape them, the world definitely will shape them.
Mhm.
And then, like you said earlier, start with the leader, start with the house. So if we're going to show ourselves friendly, the leaders have to make sure when they have their meetings how to greet people, how to love on them where they are. So it has to start with the leadership.
Mhm.
How are you, telling your people, smile,
Mhm.
make the people feel welcome.
Mhm.
Because I had to have that conversation. I have a small ministry, but I always tell people, invite us. We coming. It's not many of us, but we have a lot of love.
Mhm.
So we have to make sure we showing love, not just on Sundays, but outside. You don't know who you might run into.
Yeah,
So
I feel love in your church. I feel love, and so thank you for your open doors. Cause honey, you's a brave saint. Cause not too many people be hanging out with me. Okay, and then when I say hanging out, I mean like we never went anywhere besides church. But even to the
right.
point where you allow me to help you in an event,
Mhm.
I offer my help all the time. Don't nobody be calling like, I help you. Let me know. They're like, okay, but no one called. I don't know if they feel like because it's something that I do that I'm trying to get business from them. But no, literally, I just
No.
want to help because I've done events with not enough help. If it
Yes,
wasn't from my husband and my best friend, I never try to do an event without them too.
it's a lot.
It is literally it's a lot for people to try to do it by itself.
It's a lot. It's a lot because when I did that, my first women's conference, I promised myself next year, nah,
The
make
last
sure I
the
call
women that
her.
I just came to,
Yes, that was
that
our
you
first.
stood up all day.
Yeah, because
And
I
I
be
was
wanting stuff
like,
right.
Pastor Sam, you need my help? No, you go ahead. And then when I was so mad at you the next morning, I was like, she what?
Yes, yeah. I
Y'all
was
should end
up
up in the
24,
hospital.
24 hours. I was, well, 23 hours. I was on my feet. So
I was like that. I
that what
almost
you
was like,
get.
that's what she
That what you
get because
get.
I asked her, did she need some
That what
help?
you get. And to this day, that knee and that leg is acting up. I
Yeah,
just had to go get an ultrasound to see, So I'm waiting on the results.
it's
But
gonna get better. What
yeah.
I want to say too, but what I know is about you, and I'm just talking about you because we didn't have any per se topic. It's like you have no trauma or drama that you're going on in your life. I just wanted to share you, right? I want you to share on my platform to tell about those things that you have to do for people can see all the talents that you have.
Hmm.
I didn't even know that you did things until I came to your conference. And then when you came to do the balloon arch for the retreat this weekend, I'm like, girl, I ain't never doing another balloon arch, okay? Because I break out. I'm allergic to
that's,
latex.
that's
But I did it for me and my sisters. But yeah, you're so gifted, you're so talented, and so I think people sleep on you. And so I wanted you to share whatever your thoughts was, whatever you felt on the show, because again, I think people sleep on you. Now let me tell the people what I see too. Now don't think she all that pious, honey, because Friday night you got them people right. You got them people right when they was in that service too long.
hey, look, we
And
got things
and
to
you said it
do.
nicely. You said it with your smile, but you said it firm.
Hmm.
And that's how you run business,
We have things to do,
Yeah.
because they get to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
We have to pack up, go home, clean up what you left home,
Hmm.
and that night I had a cake to finish that was due for pickup because I knew I had to be to Delray at 7.
And you went to Delray and did how much salmon?
I
You catered for how many people? Were you
where I assisted
assisted?
my friend. He had one wedding for 200 people, and the other party was for 80 people. So
So you did two
I
events.
we well we cooked all in one,
Okay. Okay.
all in one.
Hmm.
So I think we had 7 boxes of salmon. So it was like at least 30 pieces in each box. So they had to be clean and seasoned and cooked.
You be cooking, honey.
So the sister was tired
I bet you was.
and still didn't go to sleep. Like lay down to like 3 a.m. and then
Got up for service this
got
morning.
and I told I had a brain fog this morning
Uh-huh.
with a word
Uh-huh.
because I thought I have plenty of sermons. I could not get my footing this morning. I had to when I got to the church, I went in my little office. I'm like, okay, Lord, you got to speak. And he like, you're going to survive it. And that was the sermon today. He said, you're going to survive this. You're going to survive it. So
And
that's what I encourage the people with this afternoon.
you can take this opportunity to encourage the viewers because that is a word you're going to survive it. There is so much going on, be it the government, be it the cost of living, all the sense of killing, all the hatred. What does that mean? You will survive it.
Well, the sermon topic was I survived it. And I talked about Daniel in the lion's den. And the reason why he survived it because he had connection to the Father. He had a prayer life. In order for you to survive anything in your life, you have to have a prayer life with God. And I also encouraged him. He was chosen out of all of the people that was around. He was chosen to be in position over other people. And every time you walk in a room, don't be afraid or intimidated of the people that have high authority in the house at that time because you was chosen, amen, for a job. And they was chosen as well, but you was anointed for that job. So whatever they threw him in the lion's den, but he survived it. And it was all because he had connection with the Father.
Y'all heard the preacher finna come. She said, and amen, and amen. She finna get the preaching.
I'm finna slide.
But connection is necessary, and not just connection to the right person, but you gotta be connected to the Father.
To the Father.
And so I'm thanking Him for connecting me with you, right? Because when God do a thing, then nobody do it better than Him.
Nobody.
And we do know there is purpose in everything that He do. But I want to go back to your mother was a pastor, and she had a church.
Yes. 2 churches.
And now she turned the ministry over to you.
I'm under my own ministry.
Okay,
Yes, I used her. I used the building there. So my mom pretty much retired because of her age. Let me tell you how that story, how I became in getting to pastorship. When I was at my former church, which is Delray Community Missionary Baptist, the Baptist Church of the Pentecostal Spirit, Bishop Albert Moore, I was under his tutelage for 23 years, but my mom needed help with her ministry, so I left that ministry to go assist my mom. Overcoming Church of Jesus Christ was the name. I went there to go assist her, not to become a pastor, assistant pastor, none of that. I went there to help her ministry maintain, because it was deleting because a lot of people died off. So I went there to bring structure there. But within that, I think within 3 months, she decided, I want to retire. And just like, here, you got to have to run this ministry. And that's, I ended up taking over that ministry. But that was after I had said my yes, but I wasn't planning on pastoring still. I was planning on assisting and helping people. But that's how I became pastor of Overcoming Church of Jesus. I stayed there 7 years, but I ended up leaving. And then I ended up at another ministry helping their ministry. And then Bishop McCoy, he passed, and so I ended up leaving. And that's how I started my own ministry, because I was actually trying to run away again. Let me just tell you that. I was trying to not go into pastorship because it's hard, especially if you don't have the people that want servants. I'm going to say servants, because you have a lot of churchgoers, but they don't know how to maintain. So I ended up there in a stuck place. So I'm like, I don't want to preach no more. I don't want to do this no more. I'm just going to go and see if small churches need help. For 2 years, I'm trying to not do it anymore. And Pastor Trudy used to always bother me.
Come through, Pastor Trudy.
Always bother me. When you gonna go back to preaching? You're supposed to be pastoring. When you going back to pastoring? She always was. Every time she see me, she would bother me with that. And I thank her for that. I told her that when I go to her anniversaries, I always mention that she encouraged me to get back on my foot and do what I'm supposed to do, and that would push me. And then my sister, that my mom had done closed the building down. My older sister said she was in the doctor office, and the Lord told her to call me and say, use this building. We're not doing anything with it. You can come to this church. Because I was like, I'm done. I can go help other people, build their ministry up. So she called me. She was at the doctor office, and she real quiet. She normally don't have say no experience of what God said. So I'm like, wow, that's your answer, God. That's your answer. And she said, you can use the building. The building just sitting there. We're not even having services, and that's how I ended up back there. And God gave me my sinuses bothered me. Gave me Renewed Faith Christian Center, because I had lost faith. And that's how that ministry birthed out. Renewed faith. He renewed my faith, and I'm like, ain't no more going back.
That's good.
No more stop. No more stuck season. Might be slow, but ain't stuck.
That's good. You have all 7 of the 70 kids. All of them are Christians.
How many kids I have?
Not you, your mom.
Oh.
Out of 7 kids. Not you.
I thought you said.
I ain't giving you 7.
My all my sisters say they saved, so I have to believe them. My brothers, I'm praying for them daily. I have 2 brothers. Definitely, they're not in church, but they believe in God. But I tell them it's a different believing. You got to confess with your mouth, believe in your heart. So the girls, one of my sisters is deceased, so it's 4 girls left. So
Yeah,
they say they saved, so I only can go by what they say.
Don't. Now I ain't gonna start no mess with you.
I
Talking about
they say they
say.
say so.
Well, okay, I get you. My mom has 5 kids, and all 3 of her girls are leaders
Hmm.
in the church. So I get it. I get it. I
Right.
get it. I
See,
get
they
it.
not in ministry. I'm the
Right.
only one in ministry.
You're the
I'm
only
the
one out of
I
seven.
have a
That's
seven.
six.
I'm
Well,
the
6 now. That's in
six.
ministry.
I'm the only one in ministry. Only
Okay.
one has a calling on their life as far as ministry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Phew. Anyway, so you're the baby out of 6. You're the baby out of 7. You're the only minister, and uh, how is life for you as a family as a whole? All is well.
In my personal family or
Mm-hmm.
my siblings,
Your
because
person, yes,
I
not
get
your children, like your
it's
siblings, and
hard.
it's
I
hard.
feel like in some of my relationship with my family, I feel like Joseph will sell you for a slave, and I'm very. I won't say I'm strict, but I like structure.
Mm-hmm.
And being that I'm the youngest,
Mm-hmm.
they don't like to receive.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell them, you older than me in the world, but I'm older than you in
In
the
the
spirit
spirit.
realm.
Uh-huh.
So and when people don't have that spirit mentality, they think I think I'm
You
bossy,
think
I'm in
too highly
charge.
of yourself than you
Yeah,
are.
I get that a lot. I think I'm better than them, and I said no, I'm not better than you. I'm in a better position than you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a difference. So I get a lot of jealousy from my siblings. I do.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is because of the oil on my life. I had to stop taking it personally.
I was gonna say, how do you move with that? Do that not offend you, or can you still move in? I'm sure you can still move in love because that's who
Yeah,
you
you have
are.
to. I have to love. My old pastor Bishop Moore told me to love the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets difficult when you have siblings. It's like I got sisters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like my older sister, we good, we close, but we not like besties.
Mm-hmm.
But she's way older than me, and now she left. When we started more, like since she joined my ministry, we was getting more closer and closer. I never had any issues with my older sister, or my second older sister. It was those lad the it's
The middle,
it's that middle one, and that last child of
that
my
knee
mom.
baby and
Not
that
the last, yeah, the one before me.
the knee baby.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get hell from them too, and I had to stop getting offended by it because God said it's not you, it's what's in you. So, and that helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you don't like me, but okay,
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm over it. Like, what I haven't, especially if I did nothing to you, I'm like, I'm over it. Ian, you don't like me, and Jesus said they ain't like me either. So,
Was it hard for you to admit that you know that your sisters didn't like you, or I'm not? Do you think they like you, don't like you, but love you, or do you just feel like they can take you or leave you?
I think they could take me or leave me. I really do.
Was that hard to say? Is that hard? Did it take you a moment to come to that realization, to accept that?
But I really didn't know until one of my somebody told me that they was jealous of me. I like for what? They got physically they got more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like why
Yeah.
would you be jealous of me?
Mm-hmm.
Like for what? I'm your sister.
Mm-hmm.
But I really did. I had a little ish. I know it was jealousy, but
You just knew
when
it
it
was something.
yeah, I'm like, what did I, and I even approached my sister like, why you don't like me? What's the problem? What did I do to you? But they'll say, oh, I don't have no problem with you, but your actions
Mm-hmm.
speaks louder than your words.
Mm-hmm.
So, because back in the day, we was like really close when I was a young girl. So I don't know what happened. And it's God like, oh, it ain't you. It's what's in you, what you carrying.
Does that make it easy though?
Not with relatives.
Yeah,
It really don't.
It still don't make it
Nah.
easy. Yeah.
I'm oily, but that's my family.
Yeah, it don't make it easy.
So
I think sometimes people look at, when I say, I was thinking about you're the only one that's has a leadership position in church.
mm,
It's 3 of us that have leadership position, but I feel like I don't know why I feel like people feel like my sisters, like you say, your sisters say they say.
hmm
I feel like people look at me and say she say.
hmm
You know, I feel like they think my sisters are more saver than me, and I don't know why, because we serve the same God, but because I'm not one of my sisters, Sheila.
Mhm.
That's how I become to know you,
Mhm.
Apostle Sheila. She's very knowledgeable. She's very intelligent. Her speaking is really eloquent,
Mhm.
and I'm one of them Ebonies. What kind of girl N is whatever,
Yeah.
but that does not make me not love the Lord.
Right.
Because once people sit down and listen to me, oh, you do know the Lord, but you're so busy judging my outer, right?
Mhm.
And not that my outer is all of that. It's just simply because of the way I carry myself, and
Right.
I just come to realize that yeah, people can be jealous of you,
Mhm.
although you feel like you don't have. I be saying I ain't got nothing
Right.
a pot to piss in, or want to throw out nothing for the piss to throw the one out, and nothing for the piss to land on.
Mhm.
That's what I say. And even in that, people will find some reason to not like you, whether it be the way you carry yourself,
Mhm.
whether it be the way people see you. Jealousy does not have uh, a boundary, or does it have any a description? It just show up.
Mhm.
And so we have to accept that. And it's hard for me to say they jealous, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't want to think I'm all that somebody jealous of me.
Mhm.
But sometimes you have to come to that conclusion that people are just
Right.
jealous.
Or your personality, because
Mm.
you can regurgitate the people faster than they can. But they tell me all the time, you don't look like no pastor. I used to get that all the time. I'm like, what a pastor look like?
I can see them telling you that.
They tell me that all the time, especially at work. And don't let them get mad with me.
Uh-huh.
You supposed to be. I said you supposed to be alive. So you dead right now, because you dead.
Yeah,
You're
because
spiritually
you
dead.
did spiritually
You
dead.
supposed to be alive.
Yeah.
And they, I'm like, oh my God, what does a pastor look like? This is 2025. 20. We in the we we don't wear skirts
Yeah.
down our ankles. We wear pants now. We wear all the, like, what did a pastor look like?
Yeah. Hold on, Pastor Sam. We'll be right back.
Cancer Has No Boundaries annual event. The event is hosted by the Lewis sisters, Angela Lewis Warren, Sheila O'Brien, and Mary Lewis. The event is in honor of our mother, Willie Lewis, who beat lung cancer, and in honor of our uncle, the late Congressman, John Robert Lewis, who lost a fight to pancreatic cancer. Nominate someone you know that has fought the battle with cancer and won or fighting the battle, and someone who has nurtured a loved one during their journey of cancer. We would love to honor them.
November 1st, 2025. Time 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Cost $75. Thank you in advance.
Okay, we back now, Pastor Sam. I don't keep you long enough, but we understand that jealousy is that green eye monster is going to show up, and like you brought to notice is that it was been in the Bible, whether it be Jacob and Esau, whether it be what's her name, Priscilla and Panana. It just happened. So you just do the best to show up as authentic and show up as a pure heart, and not let that overtake you. Pastor Sam, I want to tell you thank you. Okay, I really enjoyed you visiting. Come anytime. Just let me know if you have an event, anything you want to share. We charge, but we'll give you a little special, okay?
Okay.
Because you are people, okay? I have not adopted you. Period. Okay.
Thank you.
So do me a favor and tell the people how they can connect with you.
Well, you can connect with me on Instagram as sweet_shorties. And I also have a personal page and a business page. Both of them are Sweet Shorties, and my name, Samara Stewart. So either of those, you can reach me. And my number is 954-696-50. Is everywhere. So if you want to go on Facebook, you can pull it up. If you're looking for a caterer, a decorator, a preacher, a singer, hit your girl up. Oh, and
TikTok.
t-shirts.
Oh yeah, and t-shirts, honey. T-shirt.
T-shirts, fans, whatever. Call your girl.
And if you're looking for someone to brand your event, as far as how she cover the candy, cover the chips, she do all of that. So connect with her. She do make T-shirts, honey. We have a new T-shirt that's coming out that we're collaborating together called "I Don't Care." No, I don't care. What does that mean? I am unbothered, and I am my authentic self. I show up as my authentic self. Why? Because we don't what. I don't care. Okay,
I don't care.
I don't care. Not meaning I don't care about you, but we don't care how people feel about us. We're still gonna show up and do what God has called us to do.
Amen.
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 Okay, and when she say call her, y'all, that is for business. Okay, don't be trying to. Wait a minute, I don't know. You going on dates? You open for dating or what is it?
They ain't ready.
Are you ready? Do you want to get married again?
They ain't ready. Look, I already have people call in my inbox.
Don't start
from Nigeria, Africa, all them folks. So,
but do you want to get married again?
I won't say no, but they got to
wanna
come
be
ready.
God sent.
They got to be ready because I'm too old.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't too old. I don't have no more wasted time.
That's true too. You
I'm
want
too
to
old.
make sure it's sent by God, and it's
I'm
gonna
too
be.
old.
Yeah, I got you.
Be seasoned. If you come, be seasoned.
Yeah.
Be seasoned.
And stop saying you too old, cause honey, they be
I'm too
83
old,
years
but-
old
yeah.
and getting married.
My grandma got married at 87.
Okay, just say be seasoned.
Be seasoned.
Okay, that'll work. Well, do you want to say anything to our guests, to the viewers before we leave? Anything you want to leave them in parting words, any prayer, any prophetic, anything? Just this is the time.
Well, if I had to leave a word, just know that all things going to work together for your good, and you will survive whatever you're facing, whatever you have done. Someone said that you wasn't going to be. You can survive it. The hurt, the abuse, what you're not going to be. You can survive it. So just stay prayerful and stay encouraged, and make sure you're around the right people to push you into purpose. I love y'all.
Amen. That is so important. You have to take control over your circle. If they don't see the greater in you, exit. If they don't value you, exit. If they don't want you, exit. Don't force yourself on anyone. And know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to know that you are valued. You need to know that there is purpose in your life, good, bad, and indifferent. Does not matter who don't want you in your circle. God will send the right people for you. Just remember to show yourself friendly if you're looking to be a friend. And so with that being said, this is your girl, Angela, the BTrue2U Talk Show, and everything you do, always be true to you. I love you. I mean it. Bye.